All right, so we're doing the July 2021 paper 2 mathematics paper, and we're at question number 5. It says 100 students were surveyed on the amount of money they spend on data for their cell phone during a week. The table below shows the results, as well as the midpoint for each class interval. Using the table, determine the modal class. Well, the modal class would be the class with the highest frequency. The highest frequency is 31, and that corresponds to this class. So the modal class is X is less than or equal to 80, but greater than 70. That's the modal class. Now we're to calculate an estimate of the mean amount of money spent, giving your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So n is equal to the sum of the frequency. If we add this up, we should get 100. What else? If we have group data, because this is group data, and we're asked to find the mean, we need to determine the sum of fx. So I need to put in fx. Now, fx is the frequency times the class midpoint. So the frequency is 7, class midpoint 55, 11 times 65, 31 times 75, 29 times 85, and 22 times 95. All right, so 7 times 55, this is 385. 11 times 65, this is 715. 31 times 75, this is 2,325. 29 times 85, this is 2,465. Last but not least, 22 times 95, this is 2,090. I'm definitely going to need the sum of fx. So let's add up. 2465 plus 2325 plus 715 plus 385. So this is 7,980. So the mean x bar is equal to the sum of fx over n. So this is an estimate of the mean. And this is equal to 7,980 divided by 100. So the average amount of money, this would be $79.80. The average or the mean would be $79.80. Let's go further. Next, we're told that Damien reports that the median amount spent is $84. Briefly explain why Damien's report could be correct. So the median amount spent is $84. Briefly explain why Damien's report could be correct. All right, so in order to, Damien reports that the median amount spent is $84. Briefly explain why Damien's report could be correct. Well, let's go back to the table. Now, the median amount is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. All right, so since there are 100 values, the median would be the average of the 51st, the 50th, and the 51st value. Whenever there's an even number of value, the median would be the average of the two middle values. And if there are 100 values, the two middle value would be value 50 and value 51. So let's see if we can, from the table, get an idea as to what value 50 and value 51 would be. All right, if I add this up, if I add that up, I'm going to get, if I add that up, I'm going to get, no, sorry. If I add this up, I'm going to get, let's add, this is 42, this is 49. Is it 49? Yeah, 49. So the first 49 value is between 50 and 80. Therefore, now if I add 49 to 29, I'm going to get I'm going to get 78. So what that is saying is that value number 49 to value 78 lies within this region. So therefore, if value 79 and value 78 lies between that region, it means that the 50th value and the 51st value is between 80 and 94. So if I add two values between 80 and 90, if I add two values between 80 and 90 and divide it by 2, one could say, yes, the answer could possibly be 84. So let's see how we're going to write that. So, sorry. So I could start by saying the median is the average of value 50 and value 51. From the table, value value 50 to value 78 lies in the class X is less than or equal to 90, but greater than 80. Therefore, the median could be 84. Well, it's only 1 mark, so I guess you probably don't have to see a lot. Limited space, just finish all of it. It could have been said maybe a little bit better, but essentially, this is the reason for 1 mark. B says the two-way contingency table below gives information on the mode of transport to school for 100 students. Complete the table by inserting the missing values. All right. So let's look at this table.
Recording in progress.
All right, so let's complete this table. All right, first of all, the number of boys in the survey is a total of 48. So the boys that cycle would be 48 minus 15 plus 14. So this is 48 minus 39. So this look like what should go here is 11. Or no, sorry. Mathematics just went bad. It should be 9. This is 9. All right, so 48 minus 39, 9. All right, the total number of girls would have to be 100 minus 48. So the total number of girls would be 52. There are 52 girls. So if there are 52 girls, the number of girls who walked would be 52 minus 26 plus 18. So the answer here would be minus all right, the answer here would be 8. Only 8 of the girls walk to school. All right, let's get the total that cycle. The total that cycle would be 9 plus 18, which is 27. All right, so to complete the table by inserting the missing values, we did that. It says a student is selected at random. What is the probability that he, she was being driven to school on that day? Well, how many students were driven to school on this day? It's a total of 40 students. So the probability of being driven is 40 students out of 100, or 0.4, or we could write it as 40%. So there's a 40% chance of selecting a student at random who was driven to school. One of the girls is selected at random. What is the probability that she did not cycle to school? Well, let's find out all the girls who did not cycle to school. How many girls did not cycle to school? Well, the total number of girls who didn't cycle to school would be 8 plus 26. So the probability of girl not cycle to school that probability is how many girls didn't cycle? 8 walk and 26 were driven. So it's 8 plus 26, and it says girl. So this probability only involves girls. So let's put this out of 52. So this is 34 out of 52, or 0.65, or let us say 65%. So there's a 65% chance that if you select a girl at random, that she did not cycle to school. And that is the end of the question.